Shalom, shalom, shalom. Before we even get started with this lesson, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakah HaKadash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the Elders Apostles of Great Millstone and the Elder Bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and worthy of double honors. And third and lastly, I want to give salutations to all the occupants of the hopeful elect that pushing forth this word and this truth in righteousness, sincerity throughout the four corners. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is another in transit video right here, and today we're going to be reading from Isaiah 65 verse 8, man, going into the elect, man, the elect of Yahawashi, man, at the end of the day. Even though Israel is the elect as a nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying, to Yahawashi as a nation, we are the elect as a nation to Yahawashi, but also there's an elect amongst the elect, like going back to Romans the 9th chapter. Not all Israel is of Israel. You have Israel of Yahawashi on this side, and you have Israelites that's of the world on this side as well too, but which is considered 2/3 of Israel, which will not receive any salvation on this side, man. 2/3 of our people will be destroyed on this side. 1/3 will be delivered, man, at the end of the day. And that's what Isaiah 65 and 8 going into, all right? That Yahawashi going to spare his very elect at the end of the day. 2/3 are going to be destroyed, coming into Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, going into the vengeance of Yahawashi, which is going to take place on the world, mainly Babylon and Esau, Edom, and other heathen nations as well, to all the adversaries of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect on this side. And also 2/3 going to partake in that lake of fire, that death, and that wrath of Yahawashi as well too, man. But this is what Isaiah 65 and 8 is going into, all right? And this is future prophecy, the time to come, man, all right? It's going to come right there around the corner. It's not, ain't no longer wait, ain't no 1,000 years like peons be out there saying, no 50, no 30, 20 damn years, another decade, 10 years. It's right there around the corner, man. Out of Rock Desire, we pray the end of this year, hell, 2026, man, all right? You know, all right, that it fulfilled and it take place, the judgment Yahawashi shall bring on fucking Babylon, man. But Isaiah 65 and 8, it says, thus saith the Lord, Yahawashi, as the new wine is found in the cluster, represents the elect, and one saith, destroy it not. And that's Yahawashi, man, telling angels, hey, spare my elect, don't destroy my very elect, okay? It says, let's start back up top. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawashi, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. And that's the elect, all right? Those who remain faithful in Yahawashi, even unto death, man, all right? It says, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. So Yahawashi, he's going to deliver his very elect at the end of the day or whatnot. Most High would not destroy his very elect, man, all right? So, you know what I'm saying? So, hold on for a minute, man. So Yahawashi is going to deliver his very elect, Shalak, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thought somebody trying to cut on my damn car accident, going to question or whatnot, but, man, we keeping it moving over here. Nevertheless, man, during the time, like I say, during the time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of hell, man, all right? The Most High is going to be bringing on this earth, man. He reserved the wicked, all right? You know what I'm saying? He reserved the wicked for the day of destruction, man. Esau, going into the wicked, third category of man, which is Esau, which is Edom, man. Starting with the super elite on down. And Esau, man, he's going to have the wrath of Yahawashi on the left-hand side, man. All right, things going to tighten up, man. Hey, the judgment Yahawashi is going to be bringing, all right? You know what I'm saying? Upon this earth, it's going to be like no time, like never ever before. It's called Jacob's trouble, man, all right? At last, that day shall come, man. All right, last, man, all right? That great day shall come, Jacob's trouble. A time like no other, and roughly paraphrasing Jeremiah 30 and 7, man, all right? And that's going to be great death, man. All right, you know what I'm saying, in biblical proportions at the end of the day. And the judgments that are going to be taking place, they're going to be handed down from Yahawashi, you're going to know, man, all right, it's coming from a divine power, man, in that day and that time. You ain't got to ask those questions at the end of the day. Ain't going to be no fucking atheists in that day and that time, man, all right? And like I said, the elect, going back to you know what I'm saying, 1 Peter 4:12, man, we got to go through that fiery trial. So, you know, we ain't saying we ain't got to go through no adversity. Neither, yeah, the elect, we got to go through adversity. We're gonna catch our portion of hell. We're gonna catch our portion of indignation from Yahawashi, all right, righteously so. Pursuing back to Micah 7:9, all right, we're gonna bear that. We're gonna bear the indignation of Yahawashi because we deserve it. But also, you know, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a fiery trial that we also have to go through as well too, because, you know what I'm saying, what's about to come, especially that our temptation, Esau, he's gonna come like a madman. Anybody that don't receive this devil's mark, he gonna deem you enemy number one, enemy of the goddamn state, man. All right, your name is gonna be on that goddamn red list at the end of the damn day, where he's gonna be looking to cart off to those concentration camps, pursuing back to Revelation 20th chapter, where John the Revelator seen the elect, the martyrs of Yahawashi, the martyrs, all right, you know, that defeated the beast, that overcame the beast, all right, and was beheaded for Yahawashi sake. That's the time we coming in, man, all right, to where, you know what I'm saying, Yahawashi gonna point us is you gonna serve me even to death, man. It ain't gonna be about no words, man. It's gonna be all about actions in that day and that time. But guess what? Isaiah 33:6, man, gonna come and play for the very elect, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be our stability in our latter time, man, and the strength and the treasure of our salvation at the end of the day. All right, you know. So we know all of these things must come, man, must happen, man. All right, you know, before the destruction of this place, man. All right, you know, and we know the elect gonna scarcely be saved by Yahawashi, man. All right, in those chariots, man. And we know that the martyrs of Yahawashi, the dead of Yahawashi, they gonna rise first, man. All right, then the rest of the elect that remains, man. All right, that see, all right, this Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation, that see it all the way through, because not everybody's gonna fucking die, man. All right, with the peons that have you thinking, man. All right, you know, you're gonna have some of the elect, they ain't gonna see no death on this side at the end of the day, man. All right, you know. So, but nevertheless, you know, that still don't take away, you know what I'm saying, you know, the trial that Yahawashi is going to put us through. We're going to have to put on and take on, rather, the suffering of Mashiach. Did not Yahawashi had to suffer, man? All right, to get dominion over this whole earth for Yahawashi. I mean, from Yahawah to give all dominion over to Yahawashi, all right, you know? So Yahawashi rule over everything with the exception outside of Yahawah, man. All right, you know, Yahawashi is what, second in command at the end of the day, man. All right, and you have what, King David, you know what I'm saying, which is third on down at the end of the day or whatnot, going on down to the rest of the 144,000, man, so on and so on, man. But nevertheless, throughout all of these plagues, calamity, and great death that Yahawashi is going to bring upon this earth, he going to keep his elect safe at the end of the day. He gonna keep his elect protected, pursuing back to Isaiah 65, man. Because when you go back and you read Revelation 13, 16, and 17, which is gonna be that fiery trial, what are you gonna do when you can't buy or sell, man? How you gonna fucking eat? How you gonna fucking drink unless you got that mark? Where your faith is gonna lie? Your faith gonna lie in this damn fucking system, Esau, Egypt, all right? You know, Babylon, all right? You know what I'm saying? Or is your faith gonna lie in Yahawashi to create and make a way for you, man? All right? Pursuing back to Isaiah 65 and 13, where Yahawashi said, my servants shall eat, all right? And Yahawashi said, my servants, all right, shall drink at the end of the day or whatnot, man. So that tells you right there in Isaiah 65 and 13 that Yahawashi gonna be with his very elect. The Most High know what our wants are. He know what our needs are. Not necessarily our wants, but he know what our needs are at the end of the day. He's gonna meet our needs, but we're gonna be tested though. You know, Yahawashi gonna test us to see, you know what I'm saying, where our faith is at, man. Hell, you know, we may have to go a day or two without no motherfucking food, man, without no water, without no fucking shelter, man, at the end of the day, being like pilgrims at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't buy or sell, how the fuck you gonna remain in your house, man? All right, well, you have to pay rent, all right, or you paying mortgage at the end of the day or whatnot, you know, okay? All right, if your house already paid for, you still gotta pay property tax, so how you gonna sit up there and make payments, you know what I'm saying, unless you got that C-hip, man, showing you where your faith is gonna lie? Because if you ain't got the C-hip, hey, going back to in Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, you know what I'm saying, it tell you that the elect, you know what I'm saying, those that fear Yahawashi gonna be cast out of their houses at the end of the day by Esau, all right, the madman, all right, they're gonna be doing checkpoints, they're gonna be going house to house, all right, to those that don't have that goddamn fucking C-hip, casting you out of your houses, carting you off in those concentration camps. So that's where our faith is going to have to take place at in Yahawashi in those troubling times, which is called Jacob's trouble at the end of the day or whatnot, which ain't happened yet. We got some clowns talking about Jacob already had his trouble. Jacob had his trouble yet, man. All right, you know, Jacob done caught hell. Jacob under them curses, we up under them curses and everything that come along with those curses, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing like no Jacob's trouble, man. All right, you know, like Yahawah Shema said, it's gonna be like a time like no other. You better believe it's gonna be like a time like no other at the end of the day. So the only way you're gonna be able to make it through Jacob's trouble and our temptation is through your faith, man. And faith is only be given. Faith is a gift and only be given to you by the power of Yahawah Shema at the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right, you know, you gonna have a lot of people that gonna cower it out at the end of the day. A lot of guys that be preaching on the C hip. All right, know about the C hip, know about the C hip. The mark goes back to charagma. You know what I'm saying? That word mark go back to charagma. A lot of guys know that. But you gonna have some guys, man, that gonna take it, gonna take that fucking C hip, man. All right, that know better, man. At the end of the damn day or whatnot, man. Cause you know, you take that damn C hip, ain't no going back, man. Ain't no goddamn my bad, man. How about you? I ain't doing my bad and shit. Ain't no goddamn repenting, if you know what I'm saying. If you take that damn C hip, man. All right, you done seal your goddamn destruction, man. That means you're gonna partake in that second death at the end of the damn day or whatnot, man. All right. So if you gonna die, the mentality, the mindset of every man, the true believers of Yahawah Shema, the true servants of Yahawah Shema, you know, the mindset is, you know what I'm saying, shit, if I gotta die, shit, I'm gonna die with fucking honor, man. All right, going back to Revelation 14 and 13, man. You know what I'm saying? Your work is gonna follow you, man. All right, even to death, man. Your works is gonna follow you, man. You all right? Yahawah Shema ain't gonna forget your works at the end of the day. All right, so those that die in Yahawah Shema, we ain't dying. You ain't gonna die in vain at the end of the day. You ain't gonna die in vain, man. All right, you know, you're gonna be remembered. Like I said, man, you're gonna be the first one raised up. Hell, John the Revelator, he seen the elect that was beheaded, man. The martyrs. All right, he seen the martyrs of the elect that was beheaded for Yahawah Shema's sake at the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right, so going back to second address, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, in that holy ceremony where Yahawah Shah, you know what I'm saying, physically, all right, gonna be crowning the heads of his very elect. Hey, you gonna be part of that, man. You're gonna be part of that, man. All right, okay. We're gonna be heirs with our big bro Yahawah Shah, man. All right, we're gonna have part of rulership of the kingdom, man, with our big bro Yahawah Shah, man, at the end of the day or whatnot, man. Start off with our big bro Yahawah Shah at the end of the day. By default, all right, you know, cause really it's the kingdom of Yahawah Shah, all right, keep it all the way 1,000, all right, but by default, all right, those that take on the sufferings of our Lord Mashiach Yahawah Shah, you know what I'm saying, you know, we gonna be heirs with our big bro, man. All right, Yahawah Shah, man. All right, we're gonna be sitting on thrones as well too, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And of course, the heathen nations, they part of our inheritance, man. So that go without saying, man. All right, you know. So, hey, man, we coming to some beautiful, beautiful times, man. And we know, hey, like the scripture said, man, you know that Jacob troubled our temptation like a woman travailed with the child, man. All those fucking labor pains, man. That, hey, you know, comparable to how Jacob trouble is gonna be. Hey, it's all gonna be worth it at the end of the day, man. All right, knowing what you're gaining at the end of the day or whatnot, man. So it's all part of the trial of our faith at the end of the day. All right, Yahawah Shema Shah, he's gonna keep that cluster, man. To him, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna protect that cluster, which is the elect at the end of the day. So that where your faith, that where your hope lies at the end of the day. And Yahawah Shema Shah, like I said, man, it's gonna be all about, you know what I'm saying, action, man. Like the book of James, man. You can't just be a hearer of this word. You gotta be a doer as well too, or you're deceiving your own self, man. All right, so you can't put aside everything that we don't learn. You gotta apply it, man. We gotta apply everything, man, that we know, and that start with myself first, man. Talking to my goddamn self first and foremost, man. All right, you know. All right, you know. So, man, with that, man, that's the end of my listen, man. I pray and I hope that it was edifying to the body, hopeful elect. And with that, I want to say shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect, shalom.